If you're anything like me, you have a hard time understanding all the terminology, different acronyms, different levels, and every other ridiculous, mind-numbing aspect of special education. In addition, there are so many disabilities that relate to special education. Many of these terms can be confusing and used interchangeably, making it almost impossible for us parents to understand. Today, we cover a term that is thrown around like baseballs, but is as confusing as trying to get out of a maze in the dark, especially for parents who are just hearing it for the first time. Executive functioning disorder, otherwise known as the acronym EFD. Welcome to this episode of Special Education Decoded. First, let's unpack exactly what executive functioning is. Executive functioning is the brain organization and processing center. Executive functioning deals with working memory, self-control, and the ability to be flexible. In other words, executive functioning is responsible for things such as a person's ability to pay attention, organize, plan, and prioritize, start a task, and focus on it to completion. Understand different points of view, self-monitor, specifically keep track of what they're doing. Seems pretty straightforward, right? So why do so many people struggle to understand exactly what executive functioning disorder is? Well, because a challenge in executive functioning is not an official diagnosis by itself. Instead, it often accompanies other diagnoses. Is your head spinning yet? I can tell you with certainty, mine was. Let's continue. There are three main areas of executive function. Those are working memory, cognitive memory or flexible thinking, and number three, inhibitory control, which includes self-control. So now that we have a decent idea of what executive functioning is, let's dive into some signs you will see in people who have executive functioning challenges. Difficulty starting or completing tasks. Difficulty prioritizing tasks. Challenge with remembering what they just heard or read. Difficulty following directions or even a sequence of steps. They show signs of panic when rules or a routine change. Difficulty switching focus from one task to another. Become overly emotional. Become extremely fixated on something. Difficulty organizing thoughts, trouble keeping track of belongings, or they may have difficulty managing their time. Now, it's important to remember that these are merely potential warning signs of an executive functioning challenge. People often show some of these signs from time to time, but there could be other factors at play, such as lack of sleep or stress. For some of you, you may have noticed that these signs look very similar to challenges people have with ADHD. That's because ADHD is a problem with executive function. Autism is another disability that affects executive function. There are others as well. If you need to review those disabilities, take a look at some of our other videos. So what causes executive functioning? Well, a couple of things could cause a challenge in this area. First, slower brain development or genes and heredity. These are people who have trouble with executive function typically have relatives with the same challenge. What can be done to help people who find that they have executive functioning issues? Well, there are a few things that professionals use to help. Number one is behavioral therapy or cognitive behavioral therapy. This is replacing negative behaviors with positive ones. The second one is medications. Now, while there aren't any medications specific to people that have issues with executive functioning, there are some available for ADHD. A good course of action would be to begin this discussion with your child's doctor. There's also psychologists. These folks can work specifically with children to come up with ways to manage behavior and build social skills. Special education teachers. These are teachers like the ones that are a part of our educational family that can help tremendously with the learning challenges often associated with executive functioning issues. The bottom line here is that there are a massive amount of resources available to help children with executive functioning issues. Okay, hold on. There's one more thing I want to talk about today, and that's the current pandemic, COVID-19. Specifically, ways that you can support your child when it comes to executive function. The key is a plan for success. When it comes to executive functioning, here are some pro tips to help ensure actual learning takes place. Create a visual schedule with times and have a clock or stopwatch near your child. Create a time for organizational fun to help them be prepared for that day and the next day. You can also go through some social, emotional stories and talk to your child specifically about what is causing them stress. You can try to give them options rather than having them do exactly what you want. Here's an example. Maybe have them do a math sheet first and then a reading sheet. Both are required. Children like to have the power. And so this is another way to make sure that you get both things done, but give them the ability to make some suggestions in that process. If you have any questions, or if there are any specific tips or strategies you have found that work for your child, please leave a comment on this video. We can most definitely help each other through this process and, as a result, openly welcome all of the wonderful technology that's available to help our children reach new heights. If you're interested in taking your child's education to the next level in the world of online learning, I would love to chat with you. In the description of this video, you will see a link to schedule a consultation call directly with me. We've helped thousands of children by creating a customized learning experience for them. Our team of special educators can most certainly help your child in the area they struggle most. From all of us at specialedresource.com, thank you for watching this episode of Special Education Decoded. We'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please take a moment, give us a thumbs up. Your support means the world to us. If there's a specific topic you're interested in, please leave a comment. Until then, enjoy these other videos designed to help parents navigate the crazy world of special education. Thank you.